At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Steelers at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over, but it's likely not going to be that easy.
It never is it? Because a lot of people say, look forward, let's go ahead and start rebuilding, let's think about the draft and free agency. But you have a bunch of people in that locker room that are saying, don't give up on us now. We still have our pride, and we still have a chance to win some games.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 26. 7. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here. From the 31, Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Fryermuth. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. Looking for Johnson, and it's enters. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. They'll set up a throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD. And if feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Cowboys! Cooper Kupp, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown! A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they run the option on second down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go.
Murray now.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers. Tight.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now here is another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And past the 30 down to about the 27. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Murray to run again. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try and run the option left side. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it.
They've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 30 yards.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll come out in the pistol. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Harris. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Dallas, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. it.